Yeah, let's learn about Caribu. Okay, so in this presentation, we will cover what Caribu is, the features of Caribu, how to install it, how to create an account, and how to use the app. So what is Caribu? So it's not a Starbucks drink. It's a interactive video calling app intended for family fun between grandparents and children. So it's kind of like intergenerational, which is very much like Cyber Seniors. And so it integrates children's books and activities into the video calls. And they were chosen as one of the top 100 best inventions by Time Magazine, I believe in 2019. So that's a really big deal. The thing is, it's only available on mobile devices, so it is available on both Samsung and Apple devices. But with Apple devices, an important thing to consider is certain older devices with older iOSs, like iOS 9 and earlier, it is more glitchy. So that's something to consider. So the features of the app. So the app can keep the kids entertained with quality screen time. It's perfect for traveling parents and grandparents, and obviously perfect for this time with COVID-19. And it's fun and safe for you and the grandkids. So you can read and draw with your kids in a video call. So it's not just a normal video call. It's very interactive, and so paint together without the mess. And there's also games you can play, such as tic-tac-toe and word search puzzles while doing the video call. Thousands of great titles, like book titles, are added weekly, so it's updated very regularly. The video calls that kids won't run away from because it's less boring for them. They have things to do. It's interactive. There's also personalized book recommendations, and aunts and uncles can join the fun. So it's, there's a whole section on family where you can put in like all of the family contacts. And yeah, you can browse through award-winning children's books, such as Sesame Street, and bestsellers like Barbie and Thomas and Friends books. So a lot of popular ones. There's also coloring books, including everything from wild animals to learning the alphabet. So it's also very educational. And there's also blank canvases, so you can just, freely draw and doodle. And there's both online and offline reading. So how do you install Caribu? So as I already mentioned, it's available on Apple devices that have a certain iOS 9, higher than iOS 9, and also Samsung devices. So it's not available on desktops or laptops, because you have to have the app. So you can get it from Google Play Store if you're on a Samsung Android device, or the App Store if you're on a Apple device. And then you search Caribu in the search bar, and it just has a cute little, I think this is like a giraffe or something, with a little book. So you'll find it. I don't think there's any other apps called Caribu. And then press install, of course, or I believe get if it's an Apple device in the App Store. Okay, so how do you create an account? So press the sign up button once you launch the app, and it'll bring you here to this place. And then fill in the following fields, which include your name, your email, your password, which you want to write down, of course, or put in wherever you keep your passwords, and photos are optional. but if you want to put a photo, then go ahead. And then you indicate your relationship to the child by indicating there's a drop-down menu here. And, you know, most of you would probably be grandmother, grandfather. So, and then press next when you're done. Okay, so let's talk about how to navigate the Caribu app. So here is your kind of like home bar here. So the library tab looks like a house here, and it's where all the activities are located, which include books, like coloring books, doodling, games, and videos too. So there's lots of different things. Yeah, so this is what the library looks like. So there's books, activities, and videos. So right now we're on books. And so there's a large selection, and they're subcategorized by age and current topics. So current topics would be like, could be summer reading topic, DC Kids, anti-racism, which is great that they have that, etc. And then the library tab, the activity tab holds a selection of drawings and visual puzzles. So like coloring sheets and stuff. And they are also subcategorized by, you can see summer reading and new and noteworthy. And then there's videos as well. And so it holds a selection of videos of popular figures, reading books aloud. And then books that are read aloud in different languages are also available. And I believe the books tab also has, I think it's 7 different languages, so including French, Spanish, Portuguese, maybe Mandarin. I'm not sure exactly all the languages, but I know that there's quite a few. And then, so here's the favorites tab, which you can see with a heart. And it allows you to access your favorite books and activities. So how do you favorite things? So to favorite a book or activity, so you tap on the book or activity, you press and hold it, and then click favorite. So this will come up down here. And so you will click favorite, and then it will appear in your favorites tab afterwards. So the middle button is going to be the family tab, and sorry, here. And it lists all of your family contacts as well as displaying your Caribu ID. So here you can call a family contact. There's little green like call buttons right there, like green phone icons that you can press to call someone. And you can edit your contacts, so you can the edit button's up here. You can add a new contact, and you can add them by inviting them with a text, an email, a link, or by your Caribu ID. And then there's the search tab, and you can search for a specific book, activity, video, or topic. So this is, you know, it includes everything from like the books, the videos, the coloring sheets. So you can find everything there if you're looking for something specific. Yeah, and there's also categories here. I love that they have a pride category. That's great. I would have loved that as a kid to have more, you know, awareness about that. And yeah, so that's the search tab. And yeah, so there's the menu tab as well. So that includes other options such as add family, schedule call, share, help, and settings. And it also displays your Caribu ID as well. So you can add family, which means you can add a new family, or which is like means that all the contacts are synced together, or you can add new family contacts with your same family that you had before. And it leads you to the family tab, which is here. And then, so how do you schedule a call? So basically you can, this is only with your contacts, with your family contacts. So you select the family contact. You can see Lucy here is selected, and select your preferred date and time, and then make sure to click save at the end, and then it will schedule the call. It also allows you to share, which is the little envelope button there. And so you can share it via Facebook, Twitter, either Twitter tweet or Twitter direct message. You can copy the link and more. And then there's a help page, and it directs you to the website's FAQ, which launches in your browser. Okay, so there's the settings, and settings includes the following. So it includes your account, it includes about, it includes permissions, and permissions means basically allowing the app to use your camera and your audio, so your microphone, and you can also log out here. Okay, so you can edit your account information in this settings area, and as well, it states information about the app. So again, I talked a little bit about permissions here. So permissions, once you first get the app, it should ask you, like I just downloaded the app and it asked me if the app could use my camera. It did not ask about the microphone, but it should ask right away about your camera. So you won't need to go in there for your camera, but you might need to go in there for like notifications. So that's in settings and permissions. And as well, you can log out of your account, as I mentioned. So here's some other important information. So you will need to have at least one family contact added in order to use the account. So you can't, sorry, to use the app. So you can't just use it if you're the only one signed up in your family. So children cannot have their own account, so they can only access the app through a family member's account. And again, you will be asked to allow permissions, like we already talked about. And so you will have your own Caribu ID, which you can use to share with others, and they can add you as a family contact with that ID. So there's some issues. The app can sometimes lag or have delayed performance. So as I mentioned before, if you have iOS 9, it is not always, I think there's an issue with the camera not working properly. So that's something to consider. And they do not send a verification email when you make an account. So therefore, it is possible for others to use a random email address to make a Caribu account. I don't know if this is a good thing or a bad thing, but it's maybe not as secure. So the app includes subscriptions. So normally you would have to pay, I think it's like $6.99 a month or something, to be able to have full access to their whole library. However, the good news is due to COVID-19, Caribu has allowed free and unlimited access to the app for parents and grandparents. So that's great news. And I just wanted to show you a little picture of what a call would look like. So this is if you decided to play tic-tac-toe, and the smaller screen would be you. And yeah, so you just see like little pictures of you and the person you are calling on the side. And then you can both touch the screen and play tic-tac-toe, or, you know, flip the book or whatever you're doing. And as well, it can also work as just like kind of the regular FaceTime platform. So you're gonna be small in the corner and the people you're calling are gonna be big. So there are both of those options, but obviously what Caribu specializes in is the other option where you can both draw on the screen or, you know, read on the screen. And then, yeah, so if you want more information, you can visit their website. I don't know if we need to put this link in the chat box because it's, you know, pretty easy. Just type into your browser Caribu app, and it should come up. Because again, I don't think there's any other apps called Caribu. And so their website also includes a gift shop, so where you can buy like maybe merch or something, and merchandise. I'm using slang. There's also a blog, and there's press, and there's frequently asked questions, which you can get to the FAQ from the app as well.